I'm kind of hoping they put some sort of animated cutscene or some opening thing here. It probably might be waiting until we get to a certain story moment, but all right. Say no spoilers. All right, Chaos Origin. I respect that, man. Have a good one, my dude. Everyone else, though. Hey, everybody. Rebellion here, and welcome to Digimon Survive. I remember hearing about this game thanks to some people that were in the chat. Angelo, I want to say someone else mentioned it alongside you. There was like 3 or 4 that were mentioning it in the Discord server. And like they had mentioned, a new Digimon game's coming out. A brand new Digimon game. It might be cool, and I thought, awesome. I'm not gonna look any more into it. And I, as of this moment, have looked into shockingly little and got told even less. From what I understand about this game, it is a tactics game. It is a Digimon game, obviously. And apparently, according to one review on Steam, someone said it is very similar to Devil Survivors. So who knows how good or bad it can be. But if it's anything like Devil Survivors, I'm gonna fucking love this game. And if it is, I might play this game more than once. Who fucking knows? Because Devil Survivors, remember, we tried for the normal one, and we tried for the Triangulum section, and we both times got the neutral ending. So I'm curious if there's something like that here, or how they do this, the actual mechanics. The audio settings right here to this. Dialogue is red. Stop skipping, normal, 50%, sure. Battle speed, with that 1x, I'm gonna put it at 2x just right now because for all I know, it might become a bit tedious, who knows? I don't know about death and route, but overall feels similar. I think you can change the title of the game on Twitch. Oh yeah, that's right, shit. Sorry, I'm bad about that. Let me open up my thing right here, so edit. Digimon Survive. Alright, done. The game that I have no serious experience with, so I bought Xenoblade. Nice! Oh wait, tap back into the game. So it's already media positive for this game. You can alt tap and the game will still play. Have music and all. And it's probably because it's borderless right now, but I just enjoy that in general on anything. So, let's go in here. What is Digimon Survive? I didn't think I see a language option, so it might just be full Japanese dub. Time to learn some of the basics of battle. In battle, the order in which units, monsters act is determined by their speed. Let's start with movements. Press X to choose the move command. I can't move, so just X. The area displayed on the grid represents the range of your character's movements. You can rotate the camera using L1 and R1. or just to zoom with L2 and R2. Also, just to say, I'm playing on PC, but I have a PS4 controller plugged in, so that's why it's showing those button inputs. It's also important to switch over to the camera to get a full grasp of your situation. Now move to the blinking square on the grid. Use the D-pad or the left analog stick. Move your cursor to the blinking square on the grid and press X. So yep, you can rotate left or right. I'm surprised they're not letting you go back attack, but sure. That was for an attack. Press X to choose the attack command. Here you will see information on the skills you can use. This includes the skill effects, SP cost, range, and area. A skill's range is the distance it can reach, while the area refers to the size of its effect. Passive skills are special abilities that are always on. Pay attention to how each one works. First, let's see what happens when an ordinary attack. Attacking does not cost SP. Choose attack from the skill list and press X to confirm. When you select a target, the estimated damage and accuracy will be displayed. 54 damage and 54% accuracy. Its counterattack at 0%, so. The elemental affinities, critical 8%, and more are shown, so pay close attention. Counterattack percentage is particularly important. This is the chance that an enemy will counter your attack. Put the cursor on the enemy using the D-pad or left analog stick and press X. Okay, also worth noting right now, I'm going to press up on the D-pad. Up, down, right, left. Tilt the camera over here. Up, down, left, right. Camera over this way. Up, down, left, right. And then camera again. Up, down, left, right. It seems to really favor the upper right corner of the screen as the actual up axis. You then turn to finish your turn. At the end of your turn, you can face in a direction with the D-pad or left analog stick. Yep, try to prevent back attacks. More damage. You take more damage if attacked by this from the side or behind, so choose carefully. Use the D-pad or left analog stick in a direction and then press X. Considering Gabumon's behind me, this way. No back attack. Actually, I probably should have just faced it directly. It's not going to matter right now because it's still does attack. It's important to check up on other units in battle. Switch to the free cursor to get more info. Press circle to switch the cursor. You can move the free cursor anywhere on the screen. Try putting it over the enemy. Hover the cursor over unit to see the info displayed on the upper right. This is nothing right now. View more detailed information by pressing square in this state. That's off. For some reason, you can't see any information about this enemy. There's nothing more to learn here. Press circle to stop displaying this information. Yeah, we know nothing about it. That didn't reveal anything useful. Switch back to the regular cursor and just go all out. Press circle to switch back to the cursor. There's an ordinary foe. Aim for extra damage by attacking it from behind. Move to the blinking square behind the enemy. Use the skill for big damage. Each skill has its own SP cost. Choose the attack command like before, then select Blue Blaster from the skill list. Move the cursor over the enemy and press X. You deal extra damage by performing a rear attack. Flank attacks also do more damage. It doesn't seem to have taken much damage. Is the enemy too powerful to defeat? And the kids do nothing.
の光へ向かうのよ。そこから早く逃げて。やだお姉ちゃんと一緒じゃなきゃ。何してるの、早く。
ダメだ、もう抑えられない。
吸い込まれ。
お前がいなくなったら俺は。
あなたはどうか無事に帰って。お姉ちゃん、助けなきゃ。でもダメだ、進めない。待ってて、お姉ちゃん。必ず助けるから。おはよう。昨日寝れた？
今朝地震あったよな。マジでビビった。教育史跡ってどの辺でしたっけ？
ちょっと待ってね。こっちに詳しい地図。
おはよ
もうびっくりさせないでよ、ミノルくん。
う。ごめん朝から元気だな。みゆ、そろそろ起きろよ。おいみゆ、飯が冷めるだろ。あいつまた一人で。
雪？じゃあ撮るよ。
おい邪魔だろ。
ごめんなさい。
チッ。
わあ、態度悪。そんなんじゃ女子に嫌われるよ。
うっせえな。
続いてニュースです。今朝5時頃、鹿部市で震度3の地震がありました。
これ、ここじゃない？
落石事故が起きており、警察や消防では地域に警戒を促しています。
ここは一体。
群発する地震により土砂災害の危険がありますので、引き続き鹿部市近隣にお住まいの方。
おいおい、見学先の安全性とか大丈夫なのかよ。よしみんな、そろそろ出発の時間だ。
引率の OB の言うことをよく聞くように。
遊びに来たんじゃないんだぞ。時間厳守で行動すること。てれ。たくま？ああ、なんでもない。
I wonder who's the protagonist.
ぬくもりは消えず、みともの嵐、この世界、御霊の子はね、響きけり。
Oh, this is camp, huh? I say camp, but we're holed up in an abandoned school in the mountains here. Leave it to us to spend our school break going to another school. Not that this school is anything like the one we usually go to.
ようたくな、今日は史跡巡りだっけ？あんま面白くなさそうだよな。
I'm gonna follow this for the moment, but let me know what you guys think. Do you want me to like turn off the Japanese voices and I'm gonna voice everything in English, or you want to leave them on and if anything's voiced in Japanese, I will just keep my mouth shut? For the one, I'm gonna follow the thing of if they speak in Japanese, I won't voice it, but let me know.
ミノル、まあそう言うなよ。僕も同感だけど。
こら、二人ともそんなこと言ってはダメよ。遊びに来たんじゃないって言われたでしょ。
はーい、葵さんごめんなさい。
もう、またそうやってふざけて。
That knucklehead over there is Minoru. The girl lecturing him is Aoi. Like JP voices some, to know if there isn't no difference in what they're talking. True. Because so far I've already read a couple of things that are, from what my limited understanding of Japanese is, not exactly translated the way I would have thought, but who knows? I didn't talk to him much at school. Aoi's cool. She came here from a different school. We got to know each other more here at camp, and that's mostly thanks to Minoru. The three of us ended up doing our extracurricular activities together. As you play the game, you'll occasionally be asked to make choices. You will have 2 to 4 options to choose from. Use the left analog stick or the D-pad to select a response or action and then press X. Your decisions will affect your affinity with different characters and influence the story. Your affinity with the other character influences the battle backup they give during combats. With different results, if you treat everyone equally as opposed to focusing on one person. You can check your affinities from the main menu, so don't forget to keep an eye on them. Let me actually see. Open the menu. How did that look? They actually have an affinity menu for all of them, and team and cut. Alright, that's probably the 3 routes they can let you pick. Moral, Wrathful, and Harmony. And I guess that'll let us easily see what, or in the diagram we are. So I'm curious, then like, what is the lockout point for the affinity slash route? Can't select that. Can't select that. Help, yeah. Settings, yeah. Data, exit. Nope, on that. Alright. Ask Aoi about her plan. I'll check things out. You just said it sounded lame, so what about you?
葵さん、今日ってどういうコースになるんだっけ？まず桜並木だよね。
今日はそれとここ、それにここもかしら。ミノルくんはキャンプの趣旨ちゃんと分かってます？
ああ、この土地に伝わる伝承とか土着信仰とかなんか独自なものがあって面白いんだってね。まあ俺にはそこまで面白くはないけどな。いいんですよ、野山でのびのび羽を伸ばせればさ。
もうたくまくんだけが頼りよ。ミノルくんの舵を取ってくださいね。
いや、僕もミノルの保護者ってわけじゃないし。
あ
あ、どうしたんだ
Looks like Minoru's noticed something on his phone.
ほら、まただよ。また落石事故のニュース。
ああ、ここのところ連日よね。大丈夫かしら。大きな地震の前触れだと怖いわね。
いや、それもだけどさ、ちゃんと見てよ。これ今日見学に行くところの近所だよ。
あら、本当だわ。今日の予定は大丈夫なのかしら。
You can feel the tension in the air around here. Someone must have shared the news.
はーい、皆さん落ち着いて。大丈夫です。大丈夫ですから。
何か問題がある際には先生からちゃんと指示がありますから落ち着いてください。
Chuji is an alumnus of Aoi's school, so he came here to chaperone. I would also question any emergency.
安全確保に関しては先生方や保護者の皆さんでちゃんとやってくれているはずだし大丈夫だから。
Hey, Donna Bertha, thanks so much for the tier 1 sub. 27 months in a row, my man. How's it going? Back from eating and I gotta take a shower. Damn. New game? Nice. Also, thanks for the bits, Lizard. That's just gonna pop up here in a second.
本日の目的地の史跡へさあ向かいましょう。
ああ、まだやってるよ。修二さんも真面目すぎるんだよね。
2つも年上の高校生に失礼なこと言わないの？
Yep, there's the bit sound.
はーい、葵さん。
ミノル君は私が上級生ってことも忘れてはいないかしら。
And there's the sub sound, too. Everything's delayed.
葵さんも俺が下級生ってこと忘れてない？もっとさ、こらーってさ、上級生活吹かせて叱ったりしてみようぜ。
And yeah, Digimon Survive is a newer game. As furthermore, as Donna Bertha is right, I think it came out 2 days ago. It came out very recently. I want to say either yesterday or 2 days ago.
そんなの私にできるわけがないでしょ。さあ、私たちも行きましょうね、たくまくんも。
そうだな。行こうぜ、たくま。
Yeah, Arise is already done. If you go to the VODs, you can see us talking about it and the proper end to it. Oh, wow. The cherry blossoms are in full bloom. Everyone stops on the way to the landmark, taking the flowers.
いやー、春って感じだよね。
本当ね、自然が豊かな場所だからかしら、なおさら綺麗に見えるわ。
The flowers sure are pretty. Glad we came here. Can we take a breather? We should hurry on ahead. Yeah, I'm glad we came here. This fucking looks nice.
キャンプに来てよかったな。
Moral change.
こ
I'm
の
gonna have
先
to
の
check.
史跡も楽しみになってきたよ。
Wait, can I? Okay, you can check it from the middle right here. All right. So being happy we came here is a moral choice. Weird.
本当ね、なんだか私もワクワクしてきたわ。
ま、ちょっとは面白いもんが見れそうかな。あんなとこにサキとリョウがいるぜ。
先に史跡へ向かっていたのね。
The guy shooting daggers at everyone is Rio, an older kid from another school. The girl who's all smiles there is Saki. Her looks are famous in the grade below ours. They must be here to enjoy the cherry blossoms too. Then again, I could be wrong in Rio's case. And that shit doesn't have a car logo. Someone has to make the fucking joke, Angelo.
わあ、綺麗。満開だね。満開の桜を前にして舌打ちって人としてどうかしてるって。まったく、こんなにもうららかな校外学習日和だってのにさ。
そんな日和聞いたことねえよ。
How's it going, Chaos Simba? Welcome! I thought as much. We're not in any real rush. Might as well look around here for some more. As you play the game, you will be presented with choices of where to go or who to talk to. Use the left analog stick to select the target. Try targeting one of the students walking along the tree-lined path in the distance. Wonder if Mimi will be as much of a pain in the ass as Mimi was. Who knows, yeah? Oh, campers. You can also switch between targets using the L1 and R1. Try switching targets while you have one selected. Alright. Once you select a target, press X to move on to the next step. Who you should talk to and in what order may advance the story. You can target more than just characters, so keep your eye out for unexpected discoveries. Wait, there's something. Not that. Okay, there's like a gravitational field of if you're within certain range. You mean the campers, right? Not the flowers, the campers. Wait, there's something up here. Cherry trees. I'll chalk to the tree. Cherry trees lining the path are all in full bloom, with gorgeous petals fluttering down. I'd love to just sit here and gaze at them for a while. Anything else? That's not people. There's something else in the world past that point. Or there. The world exists only as we observe it. Let's go right to left then. Oh, wait. The flower is certainly beautiful in full bloom. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, this isn't voice acted, actually. All right. Yeah, that on the weather makes you want to sit down and take a load off for a while. No, that won't do. We have to stick to our designated course. Aye, aye, ma'am. And now definitely not Izzy, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm going to assume you're Izzy. You're either Izzy or... I don't think Matt, right? I don't know. You strike me as an Izzy. As the Izzy type. Hey, Takuma. Do you know that the leaves of the cherry blossom are poisonous? That's why you never see any weeds growing underneath them. Huh? Alright, wait. Don't people eat those sometimes? Well, sure, they're fine if you pickle them. If you pickle them first. Or pickle them first, yeah. Gosh, huh. You sure know some weird things, man. So beautiful. And that how it can kill people so quickly, for all I know. Targets that lead to the main important story conversation will be marked with a red exclamation mark. Talk to those last. To keep in mind when deciding what you want to do next. You have nothing to say whatsoever. Alright. Wait, can I talk to the campers? Ugh, I'm so tired. This camp is weak. Yeah, total weak sauce. Ah, well. At least we got a few bars out here we can kill. We can kill a little time with that. For real? I can't even get a signal in the school building. Man, what a hunk of junk you're lugging around. Alright, Saki, what's going on? Geez, what crawled up your backside and died? Search me. Let me guess. Cheating teachers gave you flack for your quote-unquote cheerful disposition? You don't know what you're talking about. Sure. Whatever you say. Come on, it's time to go. All right. Oh, now you progress the story. Nice. And anyway, how long do you plan on following me around? What do you expect? Who knows what you'll do if I take my eyes off you, Rio? So you're my supervisor now? Clearly, you're not the type to be left to your own devices. Oh, just shut up. Now, is that any way to talk to a cute girl like me? Excited for the landmark. Kissing Rio as he continues belly aching. Wait, oh shit. I missed the stream apparently. If I listen closely, I can hear the sound of a babbling brook. You'd never hear something like that in the city. It's sort of comforting. What's the deal with this game? It's as far as I'm aware, mostly visual novel. People described it very much like Devil Survivors, and Devil Survivor was also quite a bit visual novel, but I feel like the combat is more prominent in it. It might be a 40% visual novel and 60% gameplay, where here, it's flipped around apparently, where it's 60% visual novel and 40% video game. Or RPG, turn-based RPG. Strategy RPG, that, yeah, because it's not turn-based. Wait, are you the same thing? Like, still say the thing? Hey, don't you think that, Shuji's kind of a pain in the ass? Man, tell me about it. He thinks he can order us around just because he's a little older. Like, back off, dude. Yeah, that. Or I saw maybe for similar-ish combat quantity. Nice, actually. Looks like I'm a bit ahead of the others. Alright, Minoru, what you got? Looks we got along way better than I figured they would. More like Saki can get along with anyone. That Ryo's a real pain in the ass, too. She must be some kind of saint. Now, is that anyone to speak about him? All of us need to work together. Never heard anything about anything coming out of his mouth that wasn't a complaint about something. I can kind of relate, to be honest. It's like looking at how I used to be. Kind of embarrassing. You sure he's older? Your past self? Is that something a middle schooler is supposed to say? Then I suppose an adolescent boy would say such things. Saki's the exact opposite. The way she comes at you head-on makes her seem more grown up. We only just met and you're at camp, but she acted like we were best buddies from square one. I think you resemble her in that regard, Minoru. Yeah, he's the one who broke the ice with us, after all. Indeed, head-on, as you would say. Huh, jeez. Jeez, guys, knock it off with the compliments. My ego can only take so much. That wasn't a compliment. Then Aoi. Ma'am, is it? Finally, some good manners. Oh, sure, that's what I was going for. Man, I wish you'd back off a bit, you know? Read the room a little, so to speak. I suppose it depends on how you look at it. She can be outspoken at times, to be sure. But she's always cheerful, cute, and quite amicable. The sort of honesty you can sense from her. I quite like it. Well, where did all that come from? It just seems a bit radiant. I so she goes a bit overboard. A big sister like me has to look out for her. And also, you're right, Sir Lizard. There's gonna be a ton of me voice acting stuff here.
葵さん知ってる？桜の木の下にはね、死体が。
そういう話は今はいいから。それより私たちもそろそろ史跡の方へ向かいましょう。
みんなが向かった方はなんか参道じゃない？大変そうだな。
It was a normal conversation on a normal day with friends. Well, normal other than the camping parts. At least, that's what we thought. We cleared the tree-lined path, and when we headed up the trail...
あれあんなところに。
え、なんでパトカーが？
参ったな。どうやらここから先は封鎖されているようだ。
ああ、ほんとだ。立ち入り禁止のテープも貼ってあるわ。
もしかしてミノルが言ってた落石事故とかと関係あるのかな。
だったらやっぱ心配してた通りじゃん。何が大丈夫ですからだよ。なあ、たくま。
困ったわね。史跡まで行くにはここを通らないと。
何の史跡だっけ？
だからどうしてミノルくんは予習してないの？ほら、獣神にまつわる祭事の跡地の。
その獣神ってのが 俺にはピンとこねえんだけどな。
仕方がないわ。ここはひとまず引き返すしかないのかしら。
引き返す前に何があったのか、あそこで話を聞いてみようぜ。
Let's see. Let's see what the people gathered in front of the police car have to say. Maybe I should ask the police officer what's going on here. What do the old signs say? The letters are so faded I can't make out what the sign is supposed to say. It must be really old. Campers? We saw them walking. Hold up. What? You're saying there was an accident? Dang, man. I ain't never seen something like this before. What do you think? Should we just bust in there, grab a video for some news? Well, hold up, man. They'd get pissed at us for sure. What's his face? Shuji said he'd go and ask the teachers about it, you know? What about this guy? Oh, dearie me. I can't tend to my fields if I can't get through. A landslide, how frightful. Nothing but strange things happening around these parts. You got that right. This keeps up, all the old-timers are gonna blame it on monsters. Now, don't say such things in front of the children. Vertical sign. A closed road sign set up here by the police. Police doesn't offer any details. People around here say that a landslide happened up the road. Do you have a different dialogue thing, or is it just a... Oh, you actually do. Shit. Hey now, don't let them youngins get too close now. They'll be cursed. Cursed? Hey, what? You feeling okay, Granny? We ain't buying that kind of crap, you feel me? Believe it or not, the Monogami curse will find you. Kids should stay away. Pshaw, you gotta be kidding me. Ain't no one believing that hocus pocus these days. Man, I love it out here in the sticks. These old farts know how to crack a joke. What about the cop car? Seeing it with my own eyes is more impressive than I'd imagine. Pretty cool. It's not like I want to be a cop, but I'd like to try riding in one sometime. So many people. What could have happened? Police station. The tape says, keep out. Who knows what's going on past here? Feels kind of surreal to me. Maybe I've watched too many crime shows. Think there was an accident or something? Let's ask around. Alright, now we're gonna talk to the cop. Excuse me, something happened here? There was a landslide up ahead around dawn, so the road has been sealed off. Oh, I'll see the one we read about online earlier. Alright, both of you guys are progressing the story, so it doesn't really matter. Oh dear, we can't proceed with things like this. Yeesh, so much for exploring the great outdoors. Guess camp's canceled. I don't know about all that. Still, perhaps we should turn back for now. Okay, we still gotta talk to this guy then. We know her. What you got? A landslide? For real? For really reals? Man, think the guys went ahead are okay? No childish jives. I suppose you wouldn't be so callous as to joke at a time like this. Of course. Even I know when to watch my mouth. Sometimes. Maybe. Oh, wait, the cop again? Alright. Area ahead is off limits. Maybe we can't go through here. What's the plan? Should we head back for now? No way! Don't talk out of your ass or you'll regret it. Huh? Here's someone kicking up and kicking up a fuss.
あれ、あんなところに亮と咲だぜ。先に行ったと思ったら、あんなところで寄り道してたのか。
それよりあの女の子は誰かしら。よいか、よろしいかな。この落石事故は獣神様のたたりなのじゃ。たたりって今時？
くだらね
そう、無遠慮で態度の悪いよそ者たちが来て山を荒らし、獣神様はお怒りじゃ。この神聖なる山は獣神様を祀った社のある獣聖域。おいそれと足を踏み入れてよい場所ではありませんのじゃ。
何が獣聖域だよ、バカバカしい。大方わけのわかんねえ石とか木彫りの熊みてえなの拝んでるだけだろ、田舎者が。
亮ったらちっちゃい女の子には強気に出ちゃって。
ちげえよ。
田舎者って失礼だな。この辺りにはね、ちゃんと立派なお社があるの。新しく建てられたまがいものじゃなくて、地元の人しか知らない由緒ある本物の神社がね。神社って普通は古事記に載ってるような神様が祀ってあるんじゃないの？それかお稲荷様とかそんなのかな。違う、地元の人しか知らないような不思議な獣の神様なの。うちもさ、こっち来てから初めて知ったんだよ。見たこともないような神様でさ。
んなもん本当にあるのか？
ありますとも。ねえ、あなたのお名前は？みゆ。お姉ちゃんは？私はさっき。それでこっちの態度悪いのが亮。ねえみゆちゃん、その地元の人しか知らない神社案内してくれるかな？そりゃいいけど。
なんだ物好きだな。そんなもんあるわけねえだろ。
あるって。だってほら、見学の予定なくなっちゃったし暇だしさ。戻ってもどうせ穴埋めの教材学習でしょ。亮だってあれ苦手じゃない。亮もさ、ついでに見に行かない？
くったらねえな。
くだらなくなんてない。
そうかい。おいガキ、
みゆ。
だったらそこ案内しなよ。嘘だったら承知しねえぞ。
史跡の代わりの校外学習になるわけもないでしょうに、さきさんたら。
いや、そういう殊勝な目的じゃないと思いますよ。
だいたい何の神社かもわからないのよ。勝手に言っていいわけないわ。
わからないの？
少なくとも地図には載ってないわね。本当に地元の人しか知らない神社なのか、それともあの子の作り話なのか。
なあタクマ、どうする
Oh, how should I respond? Let them have fun. We have to stop them. It sounds fun. Now hold on. I want to. Okay, now we have little things about all of them. Oh, it actually already populates with information on them. Reason for joining. Gone there will do you good, claimed him Takuma's mom, leading him to join the camping trip. The boy knew well that he'd be doing something significant by studying history in a place far from the city. But in all honesty, he lacked any real motivation to do so. This was his attitude for better or worse. He lacked any strong feelings about the task, not caring enough to even consider it a pain. Just get through a few days of the program and I'll be back to my old life. With this mentality, Takuma headed for the camp. What kind of alignment is that? I have no clue. We also don't see any episode or partners information here. And we have Affinity 2 for you. Why that's so obvious which one will grant you Skull Greymon? What is the evil one? What is the angry one? I mean, for all we know, Agon might not even be the starter. I mean, you can see him in the title screen. I'll give you that. But maybe they'll let us select. Who knows? What about Aoi Shibuya? Aoi never really had much interest in camp in the first place. At the time, an interview with a certain author had caught her attention. My time camping as a student was a valuable experience that led me to becoming an author. Inspired by that article, she became gung-ho about camp, seeing it as an opportunity to change herself. Alright. Ever since news came of the camp, Minoru waited with bated breath. Out in nature, away from the daily lives, facing untold dangers. And Minoru would take care of the problems in a flash, one after another. He saw a chance to become one of the superheroes he adored since he was a kid. Really? You might not be the Izzy one then. At least I don't think Izzy was like that. And again, these could be just different characters, and I'm slotting them into what I assume is just rips from Digimon 1. And then Shuji Kayama. Wanting more real-world experience before applying to college, and to get serious about studying, Shuji decided to apply to the camp. He was hoping to earn some brownie points toward a recommendation letter on the sly. If this camp could help him achieve that, his dad would see him in a better light. Sounds like a complicated relationship. Well, the looks are totally inspired, but true, yeah, the true looks are like that. And this guy's reminding me of Joe now. And then Ryo Tominaga. Ryo didn't tell any classmates he'd applied for the camp. No one figured a lone wolf like him would join something like that, where group activities are unavoidable. The reason was entirely in the old journal of his mom he found. I hope one day Ryo gets to go to summer camp and make lifelong friends like I did. Are you mad? I don't really remember much about Matt if he was like the abrasive one like that, like this dude. He might be though. Who knows? Saki, this is Mimi. This is Mimi and you cannot convince me otherwise. As soon as she heard about the camp, Saki quickly decided to join in. A so-called spur-of-the-moment decision. But an ulterior motive hid behind the girl's smile, making a lifetime's worth of memories. In truth, this might be her last chance as far as she knew. Toward that end, she's been bright, bubbly, and unbounded as always, hiding the doubt swirling around inside of her. That one isn't Matt? Really? This one, it feels like a Mimi. It really does. Saki Kimishima. We'll find out if she lives up to it or not, or if I'm even right. What about you? Miyu Shinonome. From the bottom of her heart, Miyu was fed up with her brother Kaito. Her brother admonished her every action. Her brother, the annoying, overbearing pain. She fled the house again today to escape his gaze, and that would be the catalyst that led her to Saki's group. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun one. I can tell, Ma. I can tell. What are your thoughts? Oh wait, are you TK and then her brother is Matt? All right, maybe. We'll see. But now how do we respond to that? Like, let them have fun. It sounds fun. We have to stop them. It sounds fun. Who knows?
面白そうだな。サキたちについていっていいかな。
そうそう
Wait.
俺もそう思ってた。おーいそこの女の子。
That was Infinity for Minoru. And that didn't give me a point toward moral, wrathful, or harmony. But it counted as 2 points for you. Interesting.
ちうっぜえのが来やがって。
獣神様の神社面白そうだね。俺たちもついてっていい？
いいよ。人数多い方が楽しいし。
ありがとう。よろしくね。
こちらこそよろしく。
つーか何こっちの話立ち聞きしてんだよ。お前らは仲良しグループで真面目に課外学習をやってろよ。さあ行くぞミユ。
まあまあそう言わないで。もう亮ったらめんどくさい性格してんだから。ごめんねミノル、タクマ、アオイちゃん。ねえ待ってよ亮、ミユちゃん。
Quite interesting how it plays with the technology of parents as Digimon and they are just animal deity. I'm gonna be interested to see how they take the Digimon world in this, honestly. I'm leaning a bit toward like what you're saying where animal deity might be what they're referring to when they say Digimon, but they could spin it. Who knows?
ああ行っちゃった。
とにかく僕たちは次にどこに行けばいいか誰かの指示があるまで待とう。それかこのまま校舎まで引き返すか。
それはそれで面倒なんだけどな。
それよりも何があるかわからないし、やっぱりサキさんたちを追いかけないと。
そうだね。あと追いかけよう。
Pursuing Saki, Rio, and the little kid Miyu, we end up in a tunnel. Not a soul to be seen around us, and no other path. They head through here?
なんだか暗くて薄気味悪いトンネルだな。
ああ、それになんだかここだけ気温が低いような。背筋が震えるっていうか。
ちょっと変なこと言うのはやめて。
まさか心霊スポット的なあれだったり。
やめてってば。そんなことより二人を探さないとでしょ。
There's a refrain not in vocabulary. Wait, how many characters do we have? 1 second. We have us, Aoi, Minoru, Fuji, Rio, Saki, and Miyu. We got 7. And then I'm assuming our brother's gonna come into play, so that might be 8. Unless another character gets introduced, I think we might have a cast of 8 only.
サキさんたちいないわね。もっと先に行ったのかしら。
おーい。あ、誰か来たぞ。
ほら、修二さん。
ダメじゃないか。みんなとはぐれてしまっては土砂崩れで研修先に行けないトラブルがあったのに。
すんません。でもサキとリョウがこの先に行ったみたいで。
Excuse, what the fuck is going on with you, Minoru?
まったくりょうくんも年長者としての自覚を持ってほしいものだ。名簿にサキくんたちの電話番号があったはずだからとりあえずかけてみるか。
They said they had no reception even in the school, so odds are you're gonna have no luck here, Shuji. Yep. He's He's been letting it rain for a while now. I guess Saki hasn't noticed yet.
にしてもさ、あの女の子が言ってた獣神ってどんなんだろうな。
さあ、多分何かの動物なんだろうけど。
もうミノルくんたら今日行く予定だった史跡の説明聞いてなかったの？この地方に伝わる獣の姿をした神様だって教えてもらったじゃない。あの子は他では見たことないって言っていたから、きっとこの土地の珍しい動物なんじゃないかしら。
それが神様になってたたりを起こしてんの？嘘だ、そんなのあるわけないじゃん。
昔の人はわからないことを神様のせいにしたのよ。それでお供え物をしたりしてたたりを鎮めようとしたの。きっとその神社も今はほとんど人が来なくなっちゃって、地元のほんの一部の人だけが参拝に来るくらいなのよ。
ま、そんなもんだよな。
ダメだ。サキ君だけでなくリョウ君にも繋がらない。電波が届かないようだ。
そっか、こんな山の中じゃ電波も届いてるか怪しいですもんね。
君たち確かにこっちの方向にリョウ君たちが行ったんだよね。
それははい間違いないですけど。
この辺にはあいつらはいないようだな。神社はもっと先か？
地図に載ってないからどこを探していいかわからないわ。
仕方ない。とりあえずリョウ君、サキ君たちを拾って早く学校に戻ろう。このトンネルの先だね。よし、行こう。
I should talk with the others about what to do next to search for Saki and the others. The only non-progression one is the tunnel, so what does the tunnel got to say about itself? It's dark inside the tunnel. I can't see a thing. It looks pretty old. I'm a little scared to go inside. Alright, left to right. Chuji. You know, you could have stopped them from going in the first place. Well, we kind of tried. They weren't in any mood to listen, so... see. Well, nothing to be done about it. I'll persuade them next time, so no worries. Are we really going to go through this tunnel? I don't see any other way. This is our only option, right? Well, yes, but you're not afraid of the dark, are you, Aoi? Just a bit. Just me out just a little bit. Hey, why are we talking about this? We have to bring Saki and the others back right away. And then you, Minoru? Boy, this one I thought I was gonna die of boredom. Things getting real interesting. Are you going to join the search? Who cares about that? This tunnel, a lost shrine. I smell adventure, don't you? I can see what you mean. Right? Might as well look for some ruins while we're looking for those jokers. Ruins? I think the joke might be on you.
じゃあ一緒にリョウ君とサキ君を連れ戻そう。
って言ってもどっちに行けばいいのか。
なあ、誰か近づいてきたぜ。
すまないが、そこの君たち確かキャンプの参加者だよな。
Okay, I want to check something real fast. Okay, he doesn't show up yet. I thought the moment he shows up on screen, we might be able to like get a sneak peek at him.
俺はここら辺に住んでるもので、今妹を探しているんだが。
妹さんを？
ああ、あいついつもフラフラと勝手に出歩く癖があってな。妹はなんていうか小動物っぽいやつだ。人見知りで気弱な感じで。
Oh yeah, this guy's
守っ
mad.
てあげたいような。
This guy's mad.
そんな女の子見なかったな。
サキたちと一緒にいたミュウってことはイメージがだいぶ違うしな。
ミュウ、今ミュウって言ったか？
おお、言ったけど。
みゆちゃんってあの子よね。猫耳みたいな帽子をかぶった小学生くらいの。
ああ、そうだ。あったのか。
俺たちが見た子はもっと頭のおかしい子だったよな。
ちょっとミノルくん、失礼よ。
いやでもあれを人見知りとか守ってあげたいとかは違うだろ
お前らの評価なんてどうでもいい。それでミュウはどこに行ったんだ？
ごめんなさい。実は私たちも人を探している途中なの。
俺たちと一緒にキャンプに来てるやつとさっき神社に向かってってさ。それで俺たちはそいつらを連れ帰りに向かうところなんだ。
そうか。またあいつが勝手に。どうもありがとう。あそこには入っちゃいけないって言われてたのに。俺はカイト。よかったら君たちと同行させてくれないか？
Alright, now he said his name. There he is. Now we got him, Kaito. And he's second as well. We already know so much about him. Wow. Kaito was already at a loss over his sister Miyu and her frequent goofy behavior. At the same time, he was constantly worried for her safety. Just today, Miyu vanished from when his back was turned for the briefest of moments. Could she be what the? 7 Raiders, holy shit!
Thanks, dude.
Hey, Solo, how's it going, man? Welcome, Raiders. How you liking the game so far, Solo? I'm pretty sure you kept playing Survive, right? Okay, where was I? Yesterday, Miyu vanished with his back was turned for the briefest moments. Could she be caught up in some trouble and hurt somewhere? Is she bad? Is some bad guy doing something terrible to her? He was searching high and low, clinging to these worries when he met Takuma's group for the first time. I bring people. You're the one that told him to raid me, Chaos? Thank you.
目的は一緒のようだしな。いいぜ。それに神社の場所、実は俺たちよく知らないんだ。
You played for 8 hours almost a day? My god. How you liking so far? We just started. I cannot form an opinion on it, aside from us trying to line up a character to one of the original Digidestins. And so far, I'm like, yeah, you're Tai, you're Matt, probably Sora? I initially think Izzy, but I don't know. The bio sounds a bit different. My gut instinct says Joe, but I'm not sure. I initially thought Matt, but we now have Kaito up here as Matt, so fuck if I know. That is straight up Mimi. That's just Mimi. You can't, I will argue on that, because it seems like from the animated introduction, that's Mimi. And that's TK. If Kaito's Matt, brother-sister relationship, or just brother-sibling relationship, this is TK. Minoru is hot TK. At least the design reminds me of TK. That's kind of why. Saki is mine. You be nice.
ああ、だったら俺が道案内しよう。ここで生まれ育ったわけじゃないにせよ。もう何年か住んでるからな。
Minoru is also a man of culture. Considering it's coming from you, that is a wide range of possibilities.
その神社の場所なら知っている。任せてくれ。
俺はミノル。そんでこっちがタクマで、こっちが葵さん。
僕は引率の修二。よろしく頼むよ、カイトくん。
The looks of him, I thought Kaito was an adult. But he's the same age as me. I'm relieved, though. Looks like we can count on him. We'll get there in no time.
なあ、みんな。今って春だよな。
決まってるだろ。今が春じゃなきゃいつが春だって言うんだよ。
ならさ、来 北国でもないこの場所で春先に雪が降るものなのかな。
何を言って。え
I do like this though.
本当だわ、雪。
Wasn't it in the original Digimon Adventures that it started out with it snowing during summer camp too?
季節外れのなんていうにはちょっと外れすぎだと思うんだよな。
確かに。
こっちじゃ先週も降ってたな。地元じゃ異常気象だって話してた。
最近あちこちでそんなニュースを見かけるよな。おい、なんかすげえ吹雪いてきたんだけど。
寒い。
このままここにいては危険だな。僕が見てくるからみんなは先に帰ってもらえないか。
This feels almost like a love letter since it's the 20th anniversary game. Oh, I bet it is. So far, I'm trying to make a dartboard, like drawstrings, to see how much of this is going to be a parallel to the original Digimon adventure. But I'm hoping they step it further and evolve it. And I'm definitely looking forward for the possibilities.
それよりすぐそこのトンネルに入りませんか。これじゃ校舎へ帰り着く前にどうにかなっちゃうかも。
確かにそうね。室内じゃないけどこんな場所よりはずっとマシだと思います。
それもそうだな。よし、みんなとりあえずトンネルに避難しよう。
Like, I might be going to this game with high expectations, but I'm like firmly in my mind saying this. I want this to be the Zenki Zero of Digimon for like Angelo and some others in my chat that know that game.
さきたちこんなとこ通って行ったのか。
It's getting colder and colder. Is this still being used? The tunnel's cold. How is he shaking? Is she okay? I'm pretty sure saying that the tunnel's cold would be not very constructive considering we saw snow outside, but it probably is important to ask if this tunnel is actually still functional, because if it is, the light's gonna come at us real fast. So instead, let's go a bit more personal. And also because wait a second. Wait a second. Red. Yellowish. Like lukewarm yellowish. Green. Red, yellow, green. Moral, wrathful harmony. I kind of don't like that, actually. I don't know. It's the SMT player in me, like, who wants to like take a guess at what every single affinity is and try to like manufacture a route. But if I can numerically see all of that, I don't know. I feel like my mind might turn it into always pick these ones to get that route's ending or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to ignore it, but they might shuffle it up. They might not show them sometimes. Who knows? But I was gonna say always shaking one, so it's gonna be a different one. Let's confirm it. You're shaking.
葵さん、大丈夫？顔色が悪いみたいだけど。
And to confirm, yep, we now have 1 point in harmony. That is it. And also, if my memory serves me correctly, in the first choice, the left one was moral as well. So there's a chance they're also location locked, but they said there could be 4 options. So I wonder what the 4th one would be then.
大丈夫。雪のせいかしら。ここ外よりも寒いくらい。
ミュウのやつが一緒だったなら気にせず進んだろうな。あいつは慣れてるから。暗くて足元も悪いから慎重に進もう。
本当に真っ暗だな。ほとんど前が見えないよ。
It's It's not pitch black. You can see a faint symbol of light and see you're about to go through what is one of the weirdest makeshift torii gates you've ever seen.
でもこういうのなんか探検みたいでワクワクしてこない？
ほら遊びじゃないんだぞ。でも確かにこれじゃ危ないな。そうだ、カメラのライトを使えば。
うわ怖え。
もうやめてよミノルくん。
いきなり大声出すなよ。こっちまで驚いたじゃないか。
ごめん。でもこんなの見たらさ。
これはしめ縄か？
こんなところにどうして？
もしかしたらここは神聖な場所として祀られているのかもしれない。そういえばさっきあそこには入っちゃいけないって言われてたと言っていたね。
おう、この村じゃたたりがあるとかって子供たちが遊び半分で入らないように強く言い聞かされてるのさ。
何？トンネルの入り口から風が。
うわ、やばいな。外はだいぶ吹雪いてきたみたいだ。
3人も危ないんじゃないか。急いで神社に行って連れ戻さなきゃ。
そうだね、急ごう。